Inspire yourselves in whatever ways you can every day to feel more and experience more and love more. We all enjoy inspiration from many external sources. But what about the inspiring qualities we hold within ourselves? Do not wait for other people to inspire you. Instead, create your own inspirations and share them with others. You have as much unique inspiration to offer this world as anyone else, regardless of society's opinions of you. We are all meant to share with the world our inspiring ideas and emotions, so that all may benefit and grow from the experience. Inspiring others is a wonderful way of helping the global consciousness to move forward and manifest as life intended. When you feel inspired and then act on it, you gain more energy to break through fears and follow life's path. The more inspiration you give to the world, the more others will be encouraged to do the same, resulting in more barriers being overcome and greater progress being made by all. Whenever any of you make spiritual progress, everyone else benefits from it, even though they are not consciously aware of it. The same goes when one does not move forward or make positive changes, for we are all connected. We need to keep changing and experiencing, so it is essential for every one of us to show our unique inspiration to the world, in whatever form that may be. The more you inspire others, the more life will inspire you. We should all be inspired by God's love and creations to go out and put our thoughts and desires into action, so that we may be a conscious reflection and manifestation of that divine love. And since we are all from the same source of divine intelligence, we all have it within ourselves to be a light and inspiration to the world. The power is already in you. There is no need to depend on others to shine and feel inspired. Each day, take a look around and ask yourself, does this place make me feel inspired? Or does this activity I'm now doing truly inspire me? If it does, keep growing with it and share it as much as possible. If not, start taking steps to redirect yourself elsewhere, for there is no passion in something that doesn't make your heart sing. Results may not come instantly, but if the path you're taking feels right, your heart will find what it desires. Instead of focusing on other people's passions, take some time to look deep within yourself, to discover what your passions are, and allow them to rise to the surface of your everyday consciousness and encourage you to take action. When you feel inspired to do something, it makes it seem effortless and that much more enjoyable because of the energy created by it. I can feel inspired simply by finding a peaceful spot out in nature and watching birds and squirrels go about their day, or even sitting in my backyard looking at the trees. These are the times when my mind is most clear and receptive to the words I receive from Spirit, like the ones I'm sharing with you now. Sometimes I might randomly think of something funny or happy, which automatically raises my vibration and opens up a channel for all kinds of inspiring stuff to enter my consciousness. It may be as simple as an idea to go for a drive or a bike ride, which then might lead me to either bump into someone I know, or simply walk past a stranger while having a big smile on my face about something that has nothing to do with it. And even that seemingly insignificant event may cause that stranger to smile too, and wonder to themselves, I wonder what he's on, I want some. That stranger might then take that smile back with him to the store, where he suggests to his co-workers that they go out together at the end of their shift to figure out something more creative to do on the weekend. Who knows? One of them may be struck by such a bolt of inspiration that she figures out a way to turn her hobby into a career and have more time to play with her children over the weekend and teach them a lot of extra things she had always wanted to before. We can often be inspired by many spiritual masters and other saintly, loving people who have walked this earth. But inspiration really does come from within, if you but simply allow it to. We all have this powerful ability, which is a part of our nature. Like attracts like. So the more you reflect what truly inspires you about this amazing world, the more others will feel attracted to show you what truly inspires them. We all have interests or hobbies, or even good ideas to improve things. So instead of keeping them to yourself, go out and experiment with putting them into action. You never know who or how many will benefit from it. If you can inspire yourself, you can inspire anyone without even trying. If you're still quite new to this, start out by simply grinning at strangers in shopping malls and restaurants, and you'll be well on your way. Trust me on this. Don't worry if a few of them don't smile back or give you a strange look. Let your intention do all the work and just be your natural self. The energy you emanate will automatically go out and do its thing. Don't ever assume that you are not inspiring enough to anyone, because you may well be a hero or an angel in someone else's eyes. You may have done something kind for someone 10 years ago and since forgotten about it. But who knows what that act has meant for the person and how much it has inspired them in their life. I had an angel right under my nose for decades before realizing it, and I even had the pleasure of living in her house with her for 25 years. This angel came into my life disguised as my mother, and is a huge inspiration to me to this day. Her life started out with humble beginnings, but she went on to become a music teacher, spreading a lot of joy to a lot of people. I now realize the power of her love and teachings towards myself and others, and know that we can all do the same. About 6 months before moving out of her home and leaving the continent, I got really smart and married another angel, resulting in further prosperity in my life, whether I recognized it at times or not. We all have angels in our lives, just waiting to help us inspire others in turn. Small things lead to big things, just like the mustard seed, and we are all that mustard seed. All that's required is some nurturing from you, and the possibilities are limitless. Everything in your life is a result of what you have put into it, consciously and subconsciously. So just imagine how much more amazing you could make it with the power life has given you. To give you an example of choosing to be an inspiration, I'd like to share the following story with you about a lovely rose at 87. On the first day of school, a college professor challenged us to get to know someone we didn't already know. As soon as I stood up, a gentle hand touched my shoulder. As I turned around, I saw a wrinkled little old lady with a smile that lit up her entire being. She said, "Hi handsome, my name is Rose and I'm 87 years old. Can I give you a hug?" I said, "Of course." And as she did, I asked her why she was in college at such a young age. She replied, "I'm here to meet a rich husband, get married, and have a couple of kids." I asked her again, seriously, curious what may have motivated her to take on such a challenge at this stage of her life. "I always dreamed of having a college education and now I'm getting one, she told me. Over the course of the year, Rose became a college icon, and she easily made friends wherever she went. She loved to dress up, and she reveled in the attention she got from all the other students. She was living it up. At the end of the semester, we invited Rose to speak at our football banquet, and I'll never forget what she taught us. As she began to deliver her prepared speech, she dropped a few of her pages on the floor. Frustrated and a little embarrassed, she leaned into the microphone and said, "I'm sorry I'm so jittery. I gave up beer for Lent and this whiskey is killing me. I'll never get my speech back in order, so I'll just tell you what I know." She cleared her throat and said, "We don't stop playing because we're old. We grow old because we stop playing. There are only 4 secrets to staying young, being happy, and achieving success. You have got to laugh and find humor every day. You've got to have a dream. Grow up by always finding opportunity in change. Have no regrets. There is a huge difference between growing older and growing up. The elderly usually don't have regrets for what they did, but rather for what they did not do." She concluded her speech by singing "The Rose," and she challenged us to study the lyrics and live them out in our daily lives. At the year's end, Rose finished the college degree that she had begun all those years ago. 1 week after graduation, Rose died peacefully in her sleep. Over 2,000 college students attended her funeral in tribute to the wonderful woman who taught by example that it's never too late to be all you can possibly be. Although we make a living by what we get, we make a life by what we give. God promises a safe landing, not a calm passage. If God brings you to it, He will bring you through it. May this story inspire all of you to show the world who you are by putting your ideas and feelings into action every day, so that you can truly feel your inspiration within, as well as share it with others. Thank you for allowing me to speak today.
What a great story, too. I think we all needed to be reminded that, people that we meet every day, people that we have conversations with, we all touch each other sometimes.